wants word of Big Boss? We were lucky to get our hands on that cyborg arm developer. There's no one in Diamond Dogs who can so much as maintain that thing.
Bionic arm, not cyborg, if you go by what he calls it. But you're right, the East is light years ahead in bionics. They can even detect through the skin the slight electrical signals from the brain that order muscles to move. The Soviet Union completed their first bionic arm capable of doing that back in the 60s. Although I guess that news didn't really reach the West.
No kidding. Zadornov's was the only one I ever saw. Quite a shock to see it for the first time.
And it was no mean feat to get a hold of Snake's arm. I couldn't get one for you at the time, but you know, now...
Forget it. I've no intention of relying on bionics. Right now I need to keep the pain fresh in my mind.
Well, it's your decision. But don't you find it?
That's the target. Not a bit. But the phantom pain. It never lets up. Do you know how many men I saw die that day? There's nothing we can do to bring them back. And you expect me to care about getting a measly arm and leg back? Sorry. But my pain belongs to all our dead comrades. I'll keep living with it for their sake. It'll guide me straight and true until I've gotten them the vengeance they deserve. Diamond Dog's intel team specializes in information gathering, mainly HUMINT and SIGINT. They plant scouts and moles in the field. These operatives will blend into the local populace and work under the guise of a resident, or disguise themselves as travelers and ask around for information. They observe targets using various hidden bugs, cameras, and transmitters, and by tapping their satellite and phone communications. Analyzing all this information creates a clear picture of how wars and the PFs fighting them are changing. This data can also be used for threat assessment when deciding whether to accept contracts from certain clients. And during missions, the intel team keeps track of target locations and produces FOM predictions, reporting mission-critical information based on real-time remote observation of changes in the AO. What you hear from us over the radio is based on how we interpret the data gathered at the command platform. However, intel team operatives go unarmed in almost all situations to avoid revealing themselves to the enemy. Some will carry a knife, but most have nothing at all. As such, don't expect them to help you take on heavily armed adversaries like PF soldiers. Think of them as entirely passive in the hot zone. Plus, they use all manner of techniques to remain inconspicuous in the field. If you ever spot one, you'll have some serious explaining to do. So remember, their specialty is espionage. They may not be of use in a firefight, but when it comes to intel, they're pros.
Тут что-то есть. Что делать? Прием.
Это КП. Понял. Усилить безопасность. Повышенная боевая готовность. Конец связи. Это КП. Понял. Усилить безопасность. Повышенная боевая готовность. Конец связи.
Нет, не делай этого!
Lie down.
Копыт, Дмитрий 3! Мы осмотрели сектор, ничего не нашли. Отзываем поиск. Прием! Это КП, понял. Будьте наготове. Конец связи. Копыт, Дмитрий 1! Пропал пленник! Похоже, он сбежал! Прием! Это КП, понял. Начать поиски как можно скорее. Конец связи. КП, здесь Дмитрий 1! Обнаружена угроза! Всем быть начеку! Прием!
Я не
Это КП,
хочу
понял.
умирать!
Смотрите в оба. Конец связи.
Lie down.
Что происходит?
Hands up.
Подожди, не спрячь.
Get down.
КП, до зоны 1. У нас выстрелы. Источник неизвестен. Прием! Это КП, понял. Возможно, это вражеское нападение. Всем быть начеку. Конец связи.